Hi, my name is Amelia Platt, and this is my final reflection for EDM 310 for the fall semester of 2010. Looking back on this semester, there's been ups and downs. I've shed tears, definitely, because walking in the first day of class, sitting there not knowing what this class is about, after I've gone to the bookstore and they tell me there's no book for this class, you're thinking, okay, what am I getting myself into? But this class has been a class I think that I will take away the most from when I graduate from South, because it's taught me so much of what I'm going to need to know when I start in my own classroom and I have my own kids. And there are things like the smart board or my blog that I've done all semester that I can use with my kids. That was really beneficial. One thing I have learned about myself from this semester is how to be an independent learner. Before now, I was one of those students that would go to a classroom, sit there in a desk, kind of like a robot, and I would have to have someone show me step by step what to do. And in this class, we have the lab available to us, and Dr. Strange helps when he's available, when he can. And sometimes you just have to struggle through it and learn how to do it yourself. And I think this has benefited me in a huge way, because some of the stuff like a smart board I'm going to have to use in my classroom, because in Mobile, all the classrooms in Mobile County, they have smart boards. So if I become a teacher in Mobile County, I'm for sure going to have to use a smart board. So I kind of had to teach myself how to do it, and I think I'm a much stronger individual from it because I taught myself how to do it, and I'm really glad I did. Just one thing I know for sure that I will not use is student blogs. I know we were given comments for kids this semester, and I had several students, that I would go on their blogs and I would read. And some of the kids, they would do theirs every single day. Some of them I would get on, I'd have to siphon through what they had done weeks prior because they hadn't had any recent posts. And some of the posts, I was just kind of thinking, okay, these are just kind of, random posts they get on here and post, and I just don't think I'm going to use that with my kids, because I don't think some of the kids actually understood that they were supposed to do. They weren't given further instructions, and if I do it, I will give my kids instructions on what I want them to do and how I want things done. I know definitely one major thing I will take away from this class would be my personal blog. I plan on having my own blog for my kids when I become a teacher, because I know Dr. Strange having a blog helped out a lot with extra assignments, keeping us updated on when we needed things done or extra things he needed us to do, or like towards the end of the semester, we had to come in for 2 classes, and he gave us a list of when we needed to come in, and that was really helpful. And also, that's where our instruction manual for all of our projects, our blog posts, anything we had, our assignments, that's where they all were. I think this class is something that most kids like me going into are thinking, why would a major university have this class set up to where we just go in and learn how to do stuff on computers? This is just basically a play class. We're not going to need any of this. This is something that we all need as teachers, because our world is ever changing. The classroom, today's modern classroom, is changing completely. I believe eventually that by the time I've been teaching for quite some time, we will have nothing but computers in our classroom. It will be done solely on computers. We won't have paper, nothing. The kids will all have their own personal computer, and if not, they'll be provided by the school. I personally believe, the way technology is going, that this class will help, because we're eventually going to have to use all this. Now, of course, probably by the time I graduate in 2.5 years, some of this stuff will be outdated and I'll have to learn new stuff, but the school system I work for provides in-services and everything like that where I can go back and get that further education. But I believe that this class is a class that even though I had to struggle through it and I did cry and I did get frustrated because I lost my partner through the middle of the semester. She dropped the class, and so I kind of sailed solo for a while, and having to do my final project and working with someone else and having, to go through that again kind of changed me, because working with someone else is completely different than working solo. I know Dr. Strange told us that he wanted us to do our final project with someone because when we do get in our own classrooms, we are going to have to work with other teachers and our boss, and, we have to work with a team. So he wanted us to work as a team to get it together, and luckily I had a really good partner, and we got everything done like we needed to. But this class is a really good class. I really enjoyed it, and thanks, Dr. Strange, for everything you've taught me how to do, and I appreciate you making me an independent learner, because without you, I think I would be very lost when I got out in the real world as a teacher, because there are some things I'm going to have to teach myself that I can't have anyone teach me, and you helped me learn how to become an independent learner. So, good luck to the spring EDM class, and thanks very much, Dr. Strange, for all you've done.